today, I will be going over all things Cyberpunk 2077 off of the Cyberwire, not Cyber, I don't know why I want to keep calling it Cyberwire, Night City Wire Episode 3. But before that, there was another huge event that happened this week, and I think you already know what I'm going to say. It was the PlayStation 5 Showcase event. So for starters, there's been like 100 of these fucking conferences all year long, and I'm kind of used to the format. My overall opinion of this in general is that PlayStation has had pretty much good, paced, shows from the beginning. They've been giving us non-stop games. Well, except for that one conference where it was a weird TED Talk about how the PlayStation works. Who will ever, forget that great conference?
Hep hep! Boo! Hep hep! Boo!
Anyway, while they did, show off games that we're already aware of, they did it in spectacular fashion. Not to forget, they also gave us the price for the PlayStation finally as well. Alright, let's get into the games. The first game that actually blew my mind at the event was the Spider-Man game for Spider-Man Miles Morales. What they showed off was probably some of the most beautiful graphics and lighting effects I've ever seen in any type of Spider-Man title. I mean, seriously, guys, this was super beautiful. And I'm getting tons of reports from people that love to see Harlem represented correctly in this game as well. So that's another big plus for Insomniac for getting that right as well. I'm so glad that this all seems to be coming together. I just hope that this is the exact representation of the game that we're going to be getting when the PS5 launches. I hope there isn't, any screw arounds with graphicalness or anything like that. They're just showing us the best it can be on a PC and just not, what it's going to be at the actual release for the game. As you'll probably see this weekend, I am streaming Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on our Twitch channel. That's, twitch.tv/Amazingnerdshow. Definitely check us out, follow. The game trailer that they showed off at the event this week wasn't the most impressive that it could be. For a Call of Duty, it's pretty much a staple. You get it every single year. You kind of expect them to push a little bit further each time. Kind of like any fucking sports game you'd get. And, I just didn't see that this year with the trailer. And you damn well tell me that RC car could actually reach that plane in time. I call you a fucking liar. But I'm still excited by the actual concept of it being during the Cold War and everything, and I'm excited to see what they'll bring to it on the table. Call of Duty stories can be either really good or really cheesy and dumb. I'm hoping for the latter, but we'll see what happens. Alright, moving on, we got some teases for Resident Evil 8. They showed off tons of weird imagery, kind of had a Coraline video in there at one point. It was definitely, strange. I don't know what's going on in the game, but at the same time, Resident Evil 7 was such an enjoyable experience that, I have faith in the studio to continue on and make us, they want to do something different with Resident Evil, that's fine. They want to, it was kind of weird to see the game go in that first person, direction and everything, but the way it was handled, the way it played, the way that it fucking looked was all great. So I can't complain. I want to see where it's going next. And that definitely had to be the merchant at the end of that trailer. And again, this event was fucking full of great trailers. But one that I really still gotta mention, and I have to mention, is fucking Deathloop. Every time they show it on the screen, I'm just blown away by the experience that it could possibly be. I'm super excited by the concept of, figuring out these guys' schedules, your targets and stuff like that, and seeing if there's a way to get them together so it makes your kills a lot easier. And I'm guaranteeing you right now, there is probably some extremely difficult way to get all your targets in one room. I bet there's an achievement for it. I bet it's super fucking hard. Now, this is just a theory, but I totally getting that vibe that there's probably some way to do it. I gotta say, this game is definitely on my most anticipated for 2021. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it going forward. Alright, well, the last game before I mention the price that you're probably waiting to hear from me if you haven't already seen it or want to know my thoughts on that. The last game I gotta talk about, holy shit, is Demon Souls. Like, who told the studio that they could make Demon Souls fucking beautiful? Like, who said that this was okay? Like, seriously. This is probably one of the best remasters I've ever seen graphically, and the way that the lighting works, the way that, oh my god, how fluid everything felt and looked. Now, he was going through that looking like he was a fucking boss, like this was the easiest thing he's ever done until he got to the boss and died. But I mean, seriously, what a fucking great way to show off Demon Souls. Like, seriously, it looks like graphics from 2025 is what I'm imagining, like a AAA title in 2025, Demon Souls. That's what I'm picturing here. But I mean, seriously, I'm so impressed by what they've done with the game, and I am definitely going to have to just pick it up. It's almost, I'm hearing from a lot of people in groups that I'm a part of and stuff like that, that like one of the big reasons they even want to pick up a PS5 is because of Demon Souls now. It's so fucking impressive, and I'm so glad that they were able to do anything like this for us. But okay, let's get to it. Let's get to brass tacks. The price for the PlayStation 5 was, or is, $399 for the slim one and $499 for the whole big kahuna. Now, I really did expect there to be a price hike. Like, I was expecting $700 for the whole console, for the one with the disc and everything. That was kind of my expectation. So to see it at $500, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. It matches the Xbox experience and everything like that. So, but with Xbox, you have Game Pass. One of the things that they did show off before the price was that PlayStation Plus will be getting some added benefits, being able to play the PlayStation Collection. It's not all of them, but it's a good amount of games. But I mean, at the same time, it doesn't really hold a torch to Game Pass, which is pretty much everything on either your PC or Xbox. That's it's like such a fucking great deal. So I mean, it's smart on Sony's behalf to actually do this, but at the same time, it's and it might distract some people from the fact that Xbox has Game Pass and stuff like that. I could totally see the average consumer being like, oh, this is great, this is an added benefit. But for those of us that follow the news constantly, Game Pass is fucking unbelievable. But at the same time, I don't need to own a Game Pass. I don't need to own an Xbox to play Game Pass. I can use my 2080 Ti and play all these games flawlessly on my PC. So at the same time, I think that's why I kind of hold the PS5 information a little bit more important than the Xbox, because this is something I'm going to have to purchase if I want to play their exclusives. And that's been PlayStation's biggest strength over the last 10 years. They have the best exclusives right now. Fucking Spider-Man, fucking God of War, which they showed off a teaser for God of War, but I need gameplay, baby. I don't do I don't do little teasers with voiceovers and shit. So you show me that off the fucking game. Alright, anyway. Let's move on to Night City Wire. Now, Night City Wire, showed off a ton of fucking footage. Oh my god. If you follow us on Twitch, you would have been able to watch my live reactions for it. I was super happy with everything they showed off for the gangs and for the city. The game and the world feels so alive. I'm so impressed by what CD Projekt Red has put together for this game. There's tons of things with the gangs where it's like I'm gonna have to watch that gang video over and over again. I already started watching it over and over again. I think the only gang I wasn't impressed by was the 6th Street gang. I don't know, they just feel very generic to me. Everything else feels very unique, but the 6th Street gang was very, not for me. But the game trailers that they showed off today really played to like close events that are going on in America right now, and it just feels like they get it and they get what we're kind of already in a dystopian future, as if you think about it. So they kind of have those social cues to play off of. I'm super happy with everything that we've been shown by CD Projekt Red so far. I feel like I don't want to call myself biased, but I feel like I'm going to really love this game no matter what at this point. It's everything that I want out of a role-playing game experience. I'm super into RPGs, so that's just that's me. That's what I want out of a game. It's something living and breathing. Like, I feel like if I were to get trapped in an isekai world, this is the game that I want to be trapped in. That's the kind of route I'm going at this point. But anyway, you can continue to follow me and follow the Amazing Nerd Show as we get closer and closer to November, where we get to actually fucking put our hands on the game and experience it. I don't want to forget that fucking motorcycle gameplay. It actually looks smooth. Like, most of the driving they've shown off hasn't been too impressive, but the motorcycles seem to be like their bread and butter here. Like, they really thought about like how the motorcycles should drive on the streets and stuff like that. So I'm happy with that as well. But yes, again, the gangs are super impressive. Every single one, finally getting to see like every single one, super fucking awesome. Definitely, you can probably catch the replay of the live stream on our Twitch still right now. So if you want to head over to twitch.tv/AmazingNerdShow, go ahead, follow us, watch the replay. You can watch the entire event there, or of course you can find it on YouTube and stuff like that. We are also on YouTube. If you want, you can make sure that you head over to youtube.com. Make sure you look up Amazing Nerd Show, where I put edited versions of our weekend streams up on the channel. Currently, I've played, we just started The Outer Worlds. I'm doing that on Supernova difficulty with Peril of Gorgon on the DLC, of course. And then I'm also doing Marvel's Avengers currently. We'll see how long that lasts, because I'm fucking hating that game. And we're also playing Ghost of Tsushima regularly on the streams as well. I'm this close. I'm so close. My fingers are almost touching. You can't see it, but they're almost touching. That close to the end of the game. I just gotta do the side missions, because I don't want to miss out on those great stories that they've been telling. I recently had one of the voice actors from the game reach out to me on Twitter to say thank you for playing her storyline, which was fucking nuts out of nowhere. But yeah, if you want to know when I'm going live and stuff like that, the main Twitter to check that out on is @AmazingNerdLive. Otherwise, the main show is @AmazingNerdShow. All right, let's move on.
Hey, this is Christian.
Hey, this is Damon.
And this is the Amazing Nerd Show.
New episodes and live streams weekly.